welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, my name is Kylie, and for today's video we're going to do something a little bit different that I would like to try. This is basically me trying to get down my TBR. I have quite a few books on my TBR. I have close to about 200 of them, so my aim for this is trying to cut this down as I like everyone is to cut this down for quite a bit and cut down some of the oldest books on my TBR as well. So this is kind of a slightly unhaul project, slightly get my my TBR down videos. So what I plan to do, I have a plan of action. What I am planning to do, the first stage of this, is basically look at the oldest books on my TBR, and also the books from book boxes that I'm way behind with. So I'm certainly going to tackle those first. I have made up a separate TBR cart for this, from my main TBR cart. And this is basically all my old books, and most of them are pre-2020. These are books I've either been given or I've had. This is like pre me really getting into reading, that I've not picked up, and I keep on putting them off, or I'm just not picking them up. Similar to the book boxes, I've had lots of book boxes, ones that I've not got around to. So I do aim to do a little bit of a couple of projects regarding this. So without further ado, I'll talk you through my TBR cart, the way it stands at the current moment. And then we'll go from there. And then I want to talk to you about a little bit of on the whole project I'd like to do. A lot of people are doing this. I've seen it on the internet. I've seen Becca do it. I've seen Jade do it. I've seen Steph doing it. A lot of people are doing this thing to try and get their TBR down. And I thought that's a good way. Let's try this. So yes, let's get into my TBR cart and the books. So up the top basically are all the books that I want to read. Down here are some of my oldest books. There's not entirely all of them. There are ones that are part of series I've already started and I know I'm going to keep. So up here we have all the books that are pre-2000 that I have not got around to. These ones as well. And down here as well. And then from there, from Harlake is basically where my start of my book box books have started. There's also an arc of Ace of Spades that I have not got to yet, and I really need to get to it. But yes, that is my cart as it stands. I've got a lot more of the book box ones I've also on my other shelves. What I plan to do is I plan to, once I've read one, put it on this cart and to encourage me to try and get to it. So those were the books on my general cart. This was going to be a moving project, so every month I'm planning to pick up one book from my oldest pile, one book box book, and then one other book from my oldest after that, basically, or continue a series. That's another thing I'd like to do. I'd like to continue series as well, but I'll go into that in another video. But for this one, I'm going to basically do these books will self-destruct in 12 months, basically. So if I don't read them, they go. I'm kind of on the fence about these books. They have been on there a long time, and there are maybe ones that I've previously, from authors I did enjoy, or have just basically grown out of the genre or of my tastes have changed. And I want to see if these are worth reading anymore or whether they're just worth. So I have a pile of books here. I don't know much about them, to be honest. It's probably the reason why I'm not picking up, or they're not gravitating to me. I might do a video on there reading a few of these, or on my next TBR. I don't usually make that many TBRs, but I want to do at least that from going forward. From August, picking up at least one of these books. The first book is Wedding Season by Katie Fjord. I don't read generally a lot of contemporary. I've got better. I don't read a lot of contemporary like romance. I used to read a lot of it. I used to read a lot of chick lit. I used to love the Shopaholic books, and I guess I don't know even where this came from. I must have got it second hand somewhere, or somebody's given it to me. I don't know that much about this. It's a wedding planner one. I'll read a little bit of the blurb. I won't go into too much. I don't want to make it too long. But Sarah Strafford's a wedding planner hiding a rather inconvenient truth. She doesn't believe in love, or not for herself anyway. But as the confetti flutters away on the June breeze, yet another successful wedding, she somehow finds herself agreeing to organise two more on the same day, and they're only 2 months away, and while her celebrity bride is all sweetness, like her own sister soon starts driving her mad with her own high expectations, but with limited budget. It kind of sounds like 27 Dresses a little bit. It's very, very chick flick, kind of movie kind of thing. It feels nice and fluffy. I might enjoy it. I don't know. I want to give it a go anyway. I like to give books a go just before I unhaul them. But it sounds a very summary read. I might pick it up next month. We'll see. But that's the first book. The next book is The Looney by Andrew Michelle Harley. I don't really know much about this. A lot of these books I don't know very much about, but this was actually given to me years ago by a work friend. I don't know how good it is. She hasn't asked for it back, so it does sound quite paranormal. I might actually really quite like this, because I do quite like kind of paranormal things. If it had another name, I never knew, but the locals called it the Lonely, or the Looney, not sure. The strange nowhere between the Wire and the Loon, where Hanny and I went every Easter time, with Mummer and Father, Mr. and Mrs. Bedboss, and Father Wilfred, the parish priest. Sounds kind of religious. It was impossible to truly know the place. It changed with each influx and retreat, and the neat tides would reveal the skeletons of those thought they could escape its insidious currents. No one ever went near the water. No one apart from us, that is. I suppose I always knew what happened there wouldn't stay hidden forever, no matter how much I wanted to, no matter how hard I tried to forget. It does sound intriguing. I do like a mystery. I like a thriller, and give that a go. We'll see what it's like. Next one is, I think this is fantasy. I'm not sure if fantasy is sci-fi, but it's The Iron Dragon's Daughter by Michael Shanwick. Fantasy Masterworks, apparently. I know this was given to me by a friend. Again, don't know very much about it. Read the blurb anyway. So, Jane is a changeling child living in Dickinson's nightmare, enslaved in the fact that it makes terrible engines of war iron dragons. When discovered, the grimoire that holds the secrets of dragon sentences enables her to use the beast to escape. Now bound seemingly to the dragon forever, Jane's progress as a thief outsider set in a world rich with wild magic and sharp edges and technology. World of sorcery, passion, and deceit. Constant confounding expression. The Iron Dragon's Daughter is one of the finest, most surprising modern fantasies. So it's a fantasy. It sounds quite steampunky, actually, with the iron and stuff. I actually do like the sound of this. So we'll definitely have a go and we'll see if this is any good. But yes, another one. The next three books are actually by the same author, and this is an author of one of my actually favourite series, and that is Sophie Kinsella, who wrote the Shopaholic series. It's something I've kind of gone away from, even when I was reading other series. I've not finished them because they were kind of similar things, although I really do like them and they're very, very fun, nostalgic read, if not a little bit problematic by today's standards, but it's just a nice chill summer read for me. But these are kind of similar, but I've tried reading one of them, but I never got right through it. But these are The Terrace Party by Sophie Kinsella, or when she first wrote it with Madeline Wickham. Cocktails for Free, and A Desirable Residence. I don't really know too much about these. I know they're very chick lit books, kind of very chick flicky kind of movie kind of style. I have kind of gone away from these a little bit, so I'll see what it's like, and we'll go from. Somewhere on that line, kind of also chick lit books. And these are the same author did The Devil Wears Prada. I love that film. I didn't like the book as much. The book's a bit more harsh, but I had these, and I think it came part as a set. I'm certainly going to keep Devil Wears Prada. It's still a good book to me. But I've never, I think I started one of these, can't remember which one, but that is Everything Worth Knowing by Lauren Weisberger and Chasing Harriet Winston. I don't really know much about these other than the kind of same kind of line as that kind of genre kind of thing. But it's, again, something that I possibly have grown out of. I don't know. I might try a chapter tag. I might have a go at reading one of these and see if it's still my kind of thing. But we'll see. We'll see what if there's something I like anymore. But anyway, yeah. Well, we'll see. The next book I want to read is a different completely from that, and it's quite a popular book as well, and I think I have read part of it, I just haven't got into it, and that's The Tattooist of Auschwitz by Heather Morris. This book has had so many, like, a lot of people really like this book. Historical fiction is not usually my thing. I do not usually get excited by it or anything. It's not usually something I turn to. However, World War II stories really do get my heart. I do find that quite. I wouldn't say like enjoy it, because it's not exactly the subject matter you enjoy, but I do find it quite. I want to know. You know, something about this kind of thing. You want to know. So it's a very, very human story, and yeah, but yeah, it's another one I think I started. I don't know why I put down, but I want to give it another go and try it off. I got this years ago, just a few years before 2020. Picked it up. Thought I was going to really like it. Read a few pages, but never ever picked it back up. So I'm going to give it another go and see what it's like. I think I picked up in a garden centre sometime. It was a while ago anyway. I think I did try and read this. And this is The Hive by Jill Hornby. Again, don't know very much. Like an after school kind of mum's club kind of thing. Very kind of Desperate Housewives kind of thing. So, but it sounds quite gritty. I have actually tried to read this, and I think I got quite far with it, but I put it down. Again, put it down. That's the thing of this, really. But yeah, we'll have a wee go at this. Again, we might do try a chapter tag or kind of video or something, or pick it up. But yes, we'll have a go. And the last book on this list, again, don't know too much about the books, and this is quite the stack. Let me just get a hold of it. That's quite a few to try and get off my list. Like I said, if in 12 months these don't get read, they go. Or if I don't like them, they go. But I do think that there is a couple on here that I might really like. The Tattoo Arthurites, definitely. And Life for Life does sound quite intriguing. I'm not sure about the other ones. I'm really not sure if they're my thing or whether I enjoy them, or I don't think I won't read them again. But you never know. There could be complete surprises within these books. So yeah, let's see. That's really it, really. Hopefully I can get to some of these and get some of them down. If not enough, they go. But yeah, anyway, if you like this video, like it. If you want to subscribe, I'd be much appreciated. And I will hopefully see you in the next video. Bye.